I got an exciting email today. Kala, are you ready for our largest interview ever? Be honest, is it Daily Squid? No, like, in size. This is the largest thing we've ever interviewed. Oh, is it your mom? Do you even know who my mom is? Wait, yeah, Baza, who is your mom? That's irrelevant, because today we're interviewing the sun. Oh, wow, that is large. Let's go meet her. So, you're the sun? Huh? I said, you're the sun? Hold on, let me come a bit closer. Is this better? Let's, go somewhere a bit more comfortable. Hello, the sun. Oh, you can just call me Sue. That's what all the other celestial bodies call me. Oh, why do we call you the sun here on Earth then? I don't know. I didn't tell you to do that. So, up in space, you and the rest of the planets and stars and moons, you're like talking to each other? Yeah. Lately, Eve, or I guess you would know her as the Earth, she's the real talk of the town. You folks she has are interesting. Really? Yeah, it's like she has a vivarium of cute little creatures to observe. Huh. So, our whole world must seem really small to you guys up there. So, how did you take notice of this show in particular? Well, in the past week, or you guys consider a week to be 7 days, right? Yeah. To us, a week is 7 years. So, in the past 7 years, we've learned how to connect to your internet, and we've been using that to see all kinds of things from inside Eve's vivarium. But what's the thing you're doing right now where you're like here in front of me and you're small and I could squish your cheeks? Oh, yeah, we can summon little avatars of ourselves and head down into Eve's vivarium to check it out, but whenever we do that, we always end up being mistaken for gods and we get worshipped or whatever. It's a terrible way to see what Eve's vivarium is really like. Wait, there's an Eve Earth on Butterfly Saturday. Is that? Yeah, that's an avatar of the real Eve, which is the Earth. Why is the literal Earth mucking around with Waverly? She must be taking a liking to them. Usually Eve is pretty nomadic. So, Sue, do you visit the Earth often? I haven't been able to come here in a long time. I especially am always treated like some kind of deity whenever people find out I'm the sun, which is a hard thing to hide. I'm surprised you two aren't bowing yet. People need to realize that I'm just some burning rock in space that happened to be in the right spot for you. Wow, so any specific stories? One time I tried to disguise myself. I called myself a Ra and stuff. They found out I was the sun. I did not hear the end of it. How common is it for the rest of you guys to come down here? Not very. Other than Eve, who's always visiting her landscapes, most of us have been scared away by you little scamps getting too religious. I think Net or Neptune, she still tries to visit. Pen or Pluto, who I know you guys don't call a planet anymore, but we try to keep her around. She actually comes here to try and get a religion started so she can regain some status. Are you all women? Yeah, cool. But anyways, now that we can connect to the internet while we're still in space, it's so much easier to be anonymous. How do you connect to the internet? Do you have planet-sized computers? We can all connect to it wirelessly through our minds. But I don't think you guys know how our minds work yet. Just imagine it's space magic. Huh. Yeah, your little internet thing is taking space by storm. Plenty of other galaxies are jealous of us Milky Wayans. They aren't close enough to access the satellites. Ruffle. Ruffle? That's some of the internet slang we're picking up. I think you're a bit behind. Sorry, time moves so differently for us. We tend to hold on to things a lot longer than you quick-lived Eve people. That makes sense. Hey, I know someone who would love to talk to you about the internet. BRB. That means be right back if you don't say it anymore. This is not really what I expected. I don't know how to talk to ancient space rocks who see me as an ant. Sue said a year for us is equivalent to a day for them. 2026 years to us feels like 5.5 to them. They've had the entire AD calendar as long as we've had Among Us. Oh, welcome back, Sue. Sorry for the wait. I brought Mel down, known to you as the Moon. Hello, I'm Mel. Sue has shown me a few of your videos. Oh, wow. It's nice to know we have a subset of our viewers who are actually celestial bodies on the internet. Your interviews give us a good look at Eve's people. I'm honored the literal sun likes our show. See, there's the deifying I was talking about. Just imagine I'm any normal star like the two of you. I guess you aren't stars. Anyways, Mel here is one of the biggest adopters of the internet up in space. Tell them about it, Mel. Well, my life used to be so lonely. I don't get along with a lot of the planets. All I had were Eve and Sue, but on the internet, no one knows I'm the moon. That anonymity, it's so intoxicating. I can get into arguments with anyone about anything, and I have no consequences. Huh. So these days, I spend all my time online. I have accounts everywhere posing as all kinds of people, and nobody can trace them to each other, or to me. Wow, wouldn't that kind of strain your already tenuous relationships with the rest of the planets if you aren't talking to them at all? So what? They already don't like me. Why should I even care what they think? I don't need to get into petty drama with the same 8 people my whole life until Sue blows up, when I can experience all varieties of life from the comfort of the internet. I don't think she's gonna change her mind. We may as well just interview her as she is. So, what kinds of things are you doing online? Anything you would do. I watch videos, I read, I write, I make friends, and I get into flame wars. What kinds of things do you argue about? Pretty much anything people will get heated over, no matter what my knowledge on the subject. Earlier today I was talking about The Amazing Digital Circus Episode 9 being in movie theaters, Nintendo raising the price of the Switch 2, and if Batman should or shouldn't have yellow on his symbol. I'm not really versed in any of those topics, but it doesn't even matter as long as I'm someone to disagree with. Again, they don't even know I'm the moon. So there are really no consequences to this for you? Nope. One time some people tried to dox me, but once they saw my address, they didn't even believe it was true. Heh, I heard about that one. Sue is one of the only people who cares to hear about my escapades. Don't you feel some remorse for wasting people's time? No. In my eyes, you're a bunch of bug people on my screen. Do you ever do anything positive? I guess sometimes when I'm just observing Eve's world, that's harmless. Some of my blogs are innocent. Oh yeah, tell them about your YouTube channel. Oh yeah, I have a YouTube account. That's one of my rare accounts where I actually say I'm the moon. It's called Lunar Eclipse. I don't use it too much anymore, but it was kind of fun. Nobody there really believes I'm the moon, but I don't mind that. What's up, Mooners? Today I'm tier listing fictional depictions of the moon and moon-adjacent entities. First we got Princess Luna from My Little Pony. Probably an A tier to start with. She's pretty cool, pretty respectful, and I found this picture where she's with Jesus. Next we have Moon from FNAF Security Breach. Probably a D tier. It's a common negative trope to make the sun good and the moon back, and I'm a little sick and tired of it. I know I just praised Princess Luna, but she's different. Next we have Lunatone. I know the shape is a little striking, but I'm not flattered by Lunatone. A C tier. Next is Luna from Sailor Moon. It's a little cat with a crescent moon. S tier. Also, I think she turns into a woman. This is the moon from The Amazing Digital Circus. A tier, pretty accurate. I would love to get frisky with Kane. I'm told this is Moonlight Cookie from Cookie Run. F tier. Cookie Run is racist. Next is the entire lunar capital from Toho. Residents include the Watatsuki sisters, Sagame Kishin, and Chang'e. I like my Lunarians, but Zun made their weakness rock, and I find that disrespectful. B tier. Here we have moons from Mario. Another B tier. I like collectibles. This is the moon from BFB and Teapot. I find it incredibly disrespectful to say that being inside me for 14 years would be any kind of torment. I'm nice. But one is a pretty cool gal, so I can't say F tier. Goes in D. Last is Lunala. This makes up for Lunatone, A tier. That's cool. See, Mel, it feels like you could be better using your time for things like that. Create something. If the other members of the solar system don't want to be your friend, you can make tons of friends down here. I'd be happy to be your friend. You don't understand what it's like for me. Your tiny lifespans ensure your moment to moment life matters, but mine doesn't. I'll outlive any friends I make here 1,000 times over. I may as well just keep doing what keeps me engaged. She's kinda right. Most of our time as celestial bodies is spent wasting time. We don't feel much of a sense of purpose. That's because you've decided to be in that mindset. If you came down here and lived like us more often, maybe you could see that it's possible to find a sense of purpose in yourself. How about this? We know someone who's immortal, just like you two basically are. Despite outliving anyone he meets, he is entirely content with his self-purpose. Well, we may as well try, right, Mel? I suppose. This should be where Army Bear lives. You think Army Bear is gonna turn Mel around? Are you sure that's not gonna completely remove any faith she has in plushanity? Just trust me. Knock knock, knock knock. It's Kala and Baza, and we have friends. Hello? Who are you? Wait, who are you? I thought this was Army Bear's house. Oh, he moved out, and I moved in his place. I'm Millennium Bear. Hello, Millennium Bear. We're Kala and Baza. We were, trying to introduce these guys to Army Bear to prove that you can still find a purpose in life when you're practically immortal, but you aren't Army Bear. Yeah. What's the deal with you bears? You're the fourth one we've met. Oh, us beanie bears are special beings. We all have unique abilities. Who else have you met? Well, we mentioned Army Bear. He's immortal. Figured as much. We've met Peace Bear. He can see every timeline. Yeah, he told us about that. The last one was Tiger's Bear. What could his ability be? He can delete anything from history. Retroactively, it's like it never existed. Nobody remembers it. It even works on concepts. Oh my god, this whole time? He never uses it though. He'd rather just watch baseball. How can you know he never uses it? If Tiger's Bear were to delete something, it would only be deleted from our current timeline, meaning Peace Bear would be able to see the discrepancies. Huh, who knew? Why are we still here? Just let them converse. It's not like we're wasting any important time. So, Millennium Bear, what's your ability? Oh, I'm reincarnated every 1,000 years when the year turns over. So, I was born in the year 2000, the year 1000 before that, 1 BC, 1001 BC, so on. And every time I'm reincarnated, I retain the memories from my previous lives. Wow, you've been around a long time. Hey, sounds like you're just what Mel needs. This is Mel. She is the moon. Don't ask. You should talk to her about how your time still matters, even across such a long life. Hi. I guess it does. I'm not convinced. Um, I've made plenty of friends in my past lives who I miss, but I can take their memory with me into the future. What, we are Millennium Bear? We carry the flame? She's a little internet poisoned. Look, I don't really know if I'm the right guy for this. I have trouble finding a purpose in this myself, but I wish you all luck. Well, thanks for trying, Millennium Bear. I told you Army Bear would have worked. Just because Millennium Bear didn't work doesn't mean Army Bear would have. That's a whole new sentence. Stop quoting Twitter! Should. Look, I'm not gonna change my whole tune on a whim if you preach hard enough. This is exactly what I'm talking about. My moments matter less. My decisions are made over long periods of time. Maybe eventually I'll change. Or maybe I won't. Alright. We'll leave you to that. Say, what was it like when we landed on you? You ever have a tick on your back? Felt kinda like that. Huh. I didn't know you could feel. What does it feel like for Eve down there? I think she's desensitized to it. What about, like, when we put that flag down? I mean, that's annoying, but it's not like I have hands or anything. Nothing I can do. Well, I think that's probably time. Sue and Mel, we were incredibly grateful to have you. Come back again if you'd ever like. It doesn't even have to be for Pumpkin Bum Day. We'd love to see you around Kinsville. I suppose I have to start visiting. You were fun, pumpkins. I might consider it.